Welcome to Crypto Go. XRP price predictions as well as updates on the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit are all included. Recent weeks have seen a dramatic decline in the price of XRP as investors remain apprehensive about a multitude of factors, including the Federal Reserve and the ongoing SEC versus Ripple case. In the present market, the Ripple cryptocurrency is trading at $0.7361, which is over 62% below its all-time high of $1.26. The company's market capitalization has also declined to around $34 billion. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit has been updated. Recently, investors have been paying careful attention to the ongoing SEC versus Ripple battle, which has been the subject of much discussion. According to the recently provided records by the court overseeing the case, it is believed that the SEC would be unsuccessful in its action against the financial institution. The most recent event was the decision by the judge to grant permission for the release of Ripple's 2012 memoranda, which was announced earlier this week. Ripple got advice on how to avoid XRP being classified as a security in the eyes of the government, according to the information released in these emails. The procedure of raising the initial capital would be more complicated if they opted to make it a security. Furthermore, the judge has awarded Ripple with a number of triumphs by awarding the business various deliberative process privileges during the course of the case. To cite an example, one of these rights is the capacity to demonstrate to regulators the distinction between XRP and Ethereum. The judgment has ramifications for the cryptocurrency XRP. It is too early to determine when the SEC versus Ripple judgment will be given down. Nonetheless, the majority of experts expect it will be handed down in the second quarter of the current calendar year. There are three scenarios to take into account. First and foremost, it is possible that Ripple and the SEC will be able to reach an arrangement outside of the courtroom. An arrangement with the BlockFi was negotiated earlier this year that permitted the government to pay the company $100 million in compensation. It seems, however, doubtful that the SEC and Ripple will reach a resolution given the significant amount of effort and resources that members have put in. First and foremost, should the SEC win its case, the judge has the right to order the corporation and its officers to pay a fine. While the impact on XRP prices will be negative, the headline will be positive. This is because the impact on XRP prices will be positive. In the past, similar fines have been levied against business entities as well. Finally, if Ripple is victorious, the price of XRP will rise immediately as investors rush to buy the dips in the market, which would benefit the company. The longer-term price action, on the other hand, will be influenced by how Ripple conducts itself in the future. According to what you may recall, the price of Ripple plunged following the SEC's filing of the complaint, but it later made an incredible recovery. Furthermore, the inverse of the situation may also take place. Two further developments that should be kept an eye on as a result of the Ripple case are as follows. It will be fascinating to see whether MoneyGram will decide to re-establish its business relationship with the organization first and foremost. Second, Ripple could decide to go public at some point in the near future. At various points in the past, Ripple's management has hinted that the business will go public at a valuation of more than $15 billion when the time comes. Predictions for the price of the cryptocurrency XRP. In the daily chart of the XRP price, it can be seen that the value of cryptocurrency has fallen dramatically over the previous few months. In the current market, the coin is trading at $0.7347, which is only a hair below the important resistance level of $0.8552, which is currently trading at $0.8552. During the previous year's October, this level of resistance had reached its lowest point. In addition, the currency has fallen slightly below the 25-day moving average and executed a break and retest pattern at the same time, both of which are bullish indicators. A lower path of least resistance for the currency has been established, with the next significant support level being 50 cents, which indicates the lowest conceivable price. The point at which this theory is judged faulty is when the financial sum of $1 is reached. According to a former SEC official, the SEC's enforcement action against Ripple will be ineffective in its objectives. According to a former CEO of Ripple, the US Securities and Exchange Commission has a high chance of losing its $1.3 billion lawsuit against the cryptocurrency exchange on the merits. It is expected that the complaint against Ripple will be rejected by a court of law, according to a former SEC official. The SEC's purpose has been called into question as a result of the high-stakes case against Ripple, which is expected to have far-reaching ramifications for the whole cryptocurrency industry, according to attorney Joseph Hall. Specifically, the lawsuit claims that the company and its co-founders, Brad Garlinghouse and Christian Larson, neglected to inform the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) about the sale of XRP tokens, which began in 2013, and that the tokens are unregistered securities. This has resulted in the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) attempting to establish that securities fraud occurred as a result of the situation. In an interview with the Thinking Crypto podcast, Hall, a former managing executive for policy at the Securities and Exchange Commission, said, "I'm not completely completely clear what the SEC plans to prove in the XRP litigation. Previously, Hall worked as a policy analyst for the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States. There is a great deal at stake for the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole in this situation. The SEC has a great deal riding on this decision, says Hall, adding that if they fail on the merits, their entire regulatory program might be effectively shut down. And I continue to believe that the SEC will be beaten on the merits, he added in a subsequent statement. In addition to Hogan's opinion, another attorney, Jeremy Hogan, who has been watching and commenting on the Ripple issue for a long time, feels that Ripple's reasonable notice defense will be sufficient to keep the company out of the fire for the foreseeable future. This was supported by the reference to the SEC's case against Liberty Credit (LBRY) in March, which was rejected because the SEC failed to provide reasonable notice. The commissioner referenced this case as precedent. This case, depending on how it's settled in the end, might set the tone for future investigations and litigation regarding cryptocurrency issues for the foreseeable future. If the SEC prevails in this case, it is possible that a slew of fresh investigations and legal actions against cryptocurrency ventures may follow as a result of the ruling. Depending on the outcome of the case, the SEC may be compelled to scale back its efforts to regulate the Bitcoin sector. Federal authorities are using a pair of legal memos that Ripple Labs Incorporated received regarding XRP tokens more than a decade ago as new ammunition in their battle with the business over whether the digital asset qualifies as a security that must be registered with the SEC. The disclosure of court files on Friday reveals that in a February 2012 memo, Perkins Coie LLP attorneys recommended Ripple not to sell the planned currencies because they could be subject to regulation as securities or commodities under certain circumstances. It was not until October of that year that the same firm issued a second document in which it stated that XRP might not be classified as a security under federal law, but it cautioned that the Securities and Exchange Commission might take a different view. 8 years later, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) filed a lawsuit against Ripple along with co-founder Christian Larson and Chief Executive Officer Bradley Garlinghouse. According to the agency, the two men sold the virtual tokens without registering them and personally benefited by approximately $600 million while ignoring legal advice that the cryptocurrency may be regarded as an investment contract and, as a result, be classified as a security. Some observers believe the case will be particularly important in defining the SEC's regulatory jurisdiction over crypto assets, and we believe the agency will prevail, according to Elliot Stein, senior litigation analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence. A decision could have ramifications for dozens of additional digital currencies. This video that we showed you today was mainly for information and educational purposes. It should not be taken as investment advice or financial advice of any kind, because we're not really financial experts, but there is still one advice that we can give you. The crypto market is extremely unpredictable and volatile, so don't invest more money into cryptocurrencies than you can afford to lose. That being said, if you guys enjoyed our video, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Also, turn on the notifications bell to get timely updates whenever we upload new videos onto our channel. Share the video with your friends and family and leave your valuable thoughts down in the comment section. We'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and stay safe.